Today we are reacting to Antonio Talks, The Real Black Fatigue. Let's check it out.
This term, coined by Mary Frances Winters in 2020. This is the extreme, intergenerational, mental, physical, and emotional exhaustion Black people experience from dealing with constant, daily, systemic racism. It results in deep, lasting health issues, trauma, and frustration, compounded by the effort of communicating these experiences to often disbelieving white individuals. As of today, though, this term doesn't stand for this, and I feel like we should claim it back. Now it means that people are tired of Black people, which is...
Yeah, that's what the term is now, which is crazy because it originally was meant to be we're tired of other, people, but for some reason they're tired of us, which I don't know what we did to them, but hey, it is what it is.
Extremely ironic. What do y'all have to be tired of? I have never seen a group of Black people hunt down a innocent white male and lynch him because he whistled at a Black woman. I've never seen a group of Black men and women hunt down a pregnant woman and lynch her, cut her baby out in open because she was white. So even the fact of me just hearing a white person say I got Black fatigue is mind-blowing. And this all feeds...
It is mind-blowing
into respectability politics, which I hate. It just makes no sense. Back in the 1950s, the 60s, the 40s, the 30s, Black people were on their best behavior. They dressed up in suits, they were respectful, and they did everything pretty much by the book. But guess what?
True, true. That's very true. And we live according to our own selves. We kept to ourselves. We did everything to ourselves. But for some reason, it wasn't enough. It's like it wasn't good enough for a certain group of people that we was basically minding our own business. Majority of the time, we're just minding our own business, living our lives. But, Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah, I believe it was Tulsa, Oklahoma. Prime example of people minding their own business and driving, and I guess it wasn't enough, jealousy or whatever.
Black people got lynched at high rates still, right? You know what I'm saying? Even when we were on our best behaviors, it didn't matter. But anyway, man, I'm going to be showing y'all some real Black fatigue today. I came across this video of this Black child expressing his Black fatigue, bro, and it was heartbreaking.
Good evening, members of the school board. My name is Jefferson McClellan. My address is on file with the clerk, and I am an 8th grader at Gainesville Middle. Tonight, I want to talk about a serious issue at my school. Monkey. The only game a white person can beat a Black person at is hangman. These aren't jokes. These are misunderstandings. These are racial slurs said directly to me by other students.
Sorry to pause, bro, but I get messages on the daily of a lot of younger middle schoolers, high schoolers telling me that they tired of their white friends making racial jokes. You know what I'm saying? Is getting to them. And that is why I be telling y'all all that, letting your white friends say the N-word, letting any non-Black person say the N-word around you, letting these racist jokes pass so often. It ends up to things like this.
I have reported this harassment before. Nothing seems to happen, and it keeps happening. Recently, after being told, shut up, I reacted. I hit another student for that. The school acted quickly. I was suspended for 3 days. I'm not standing here saying what I did was right. I'm here asking why. Why, when racism is directed at me, the response is slow or silent. But when I react to it, the response is immediate and clear.
Like Malcolm X stated.
Before you let you speak, Antonio, but that's a good question. So when you try to speak up about it, it's like, it's quiet, it's crickets. But when you do an action, it's a problem. But what isn't a problem when they were calling you names and using racial slurs and against you? But imagine if you did the same thing to them. It'd be a big problem. If you flipped the script on them. You know what I mean? It's like, damn if you don't, It's like, you can't do a certain thing, but they can type thing.
Bro, if I'm a sheep, is the sheep bad for letting the wolf eat him? No, he's going to do everything to not let that goddamn wolf eat him. So if he got to fight, he got to scratch, he got to claw to get his way up out of there, be violent, how is he wrong for that? Like I said, man, these people only see the reaction, never the beforehand. They're poking the bear, they're poking the bear, they're poking the bear. As soon as that bear reacts, then they want to record and take the picture and then blame you for how you respond.
Asking for special treatment, I'm asking you to stop allowing people to hurt me, to provide the same safe learning environment to me that is seemingly so easily afforded to others. When racism goes unchecked, it says that it's acceptable.
Y'all, this is the thing too. I'm sorry to keep pausing. What you gotta realize now is people will call you sensitive. I get this a lot. People say I'm race obsessed. And I'm not gonna lie, it used to bother me, but I am race obsessed. I've been doing so much reading, so much research, and just looking into things, and you will realize that race is rooted into everything. I live in a neighborhood like with the HOA. Do y'all know why HOA started? Because of racism. Do y'all know why America doesn't have universal health care? It's because of racism. Terms such as master bedroom, slavery, mother effer, slavery, racism, even just bringing up.
I would say most to a majority of the problems we have in this country that's holding this country back in the United States is because of racism. A lot of stuff can be accessed for everybody. It's just being prevented because they just don't want to see people like me, you, Antonio, and the boy in the video. It is what it is. A lot of these could be awarded to everyone in this country. It's gatekeeped and blocked because that would mean that if everyone gets it, that means a certain group will get it, and that certain group is us. But it is what it is. And I know in this channel, you see me react to different things. I do react to anime, tokusatsu, and I do like to watch videos about people like me, people that look like me, the issues we go through, the things we go through. I do react to stuff like this on this channel. So let's let you know, if you watch my videos on this channel, I have a variety of videos, but I picked this video because I think it's an interesting video, an interesting topic to talk about on this channel. And I can only speak on the black experience. So most of my, you ever see me react to something like this on my channel, it's only because I can only speak from the black experience. Not to alienate anyone else, but that's just, what it is. I am a variety channel. I do react to variety things, but I find this topic to be very interesting, and I want to know more and learn more, and also spread awareness about the situation we as black people are faced in today's day and age, still in 2026.
Like everyday phrases or terms that we use. Black list, white list. Black list bad, white list good, light, dark. The light is always referred to as good, dark. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's subliminal things that you don't catch until you look into it. Everything is rooted in racism. Everything is rooted into race. And I don't bring these things up to try to keep people a victim. I hate when they use that narrative. No, it's just about having awareness.
And it teaches students like me that we're expected to deal with it because the school won't. I know racism exists, and I know I will probably deal with it again and for the rest of my life. I didn't expect to have to deal with it already. I'm 13 years old. I would like to be a kid just a little bit longer. I am not bad. I am not threatening. I am not aggressive. I am not lesser. I am just a kid who wants to go to school and feel safe. This shouldn't keep happening to me nor anyone else.
I want to say this too to all my parents, bro. A lot of times we may think that having our kid in these better all-white schools is the best for them, when actually it isn't. You'll either have two options: this young man who fights back against it and is having black fatigue, or you might have a kid that turned out like a raccoon, okay? He doesn't know his history. He doesn't fight back. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the good ones, the pick-me's.
Bro, I'm not racist, dude. My stepdad's black, bro. Bro, dude, that's all you eating? No, fried chicken or, watermelon or anything? No, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just busting your balls. Bro, dude, how does it feel being black, bro?
Yo, that's the craziest question to ask somebody. Be personal, I don't even know how to answer that. I'm just you're just living. You're just living a life. My life is no different probably to your life. The only difference is just a skin color. What type of question is that? That's like me going up to a Korean guy, hey, what's it like being Korean? You know what I mean? You just don't ask stuff like that. It's kind of insensitive and weird. Oh, and another thing, it's like, I don't know if Tony's gonna talk about this or whatever, or maybe he's already talking about something. on another video, but it's just sometimes on Twitter, it's just so weird. The obsession, especially towards black men, is just so weird. Like, I mean, that's a whole nother topic on its own, but if you've been on Twitter, it's like a weird obsession. It's just, let's just continue. Maybe another day we'll talk about that, the obsession I'm talking about.
I feel like y'all are just so different from everybody else, bro.
It
How
may
do
be
you feel so
jokes, bro,
different,
but these
bro?
are like the microaggressions.
Steve, what if your daughter brought home a black guy, bro? What the f***? You believe that shit? Bro, I can't even think about that, bro.
That right there, though, bringing home a black guy, it's kind of. I never understood, like, how some people feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, why you have these fantasies or think about that sometimes. Like, it's just the things that go through people's minds. And the stuff I see on Twitter is like the weird fantasy obsessions. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I'm black. I'm a black man. I just don't think of like, okay, if I know this is about black fatigue, but this is what he mentioned. The guy in the TikTok video. It's like, why does it matter if the girl that you want to be with was with a black man? Like, okay, so because it was with a black man, that's the problem. But if it was with any other man, it's no problem. Like, she could be with 1,000 men, but out of 1,000 men, but 1,000 out of that 1,000 to 1,001 was a black man. It's a problem. I don't. That's a whole nother topic, but it's just the idea of like it's a weird obsession that I don't understand. But that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother video to get into. I don't know if Tonio's gonna dive into that in today's video. I just think it's weird to me. I don't know. Some of the things I see on the internet is just straight up weird to me.
Bro, Alyssa cheated on me with a...
Truly though, they end up thinking you one of the good ones. I'm not saying you shouldn't have white friends, but when I see groups of friends and it's like one black dude and it's all, I be like, nigga, what are you doing? I just know he the
You're gonna say token because I was thinking that's the token. You're defaulted as the token black.
token, right? I just be like,
Exactly. You're the token. You're the token black.
hold on, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying?
black guy. Dude, are you serious? I know, bro. Can you believe that shit? Shit's crazy, Steve. I'm not gonna lie, bro. To be honest, bro, you're black, bro. You might make the team, bro. Coach loves black guys.
Yo, he just said the
Hey yo.
N-word. What you gonna do about it? How mad would you be if I said the N-word right now? Niger. Yo, could I get an N-word pass? Oh, bro, you're such a YN. You're such a YN. Yeah, no, my favorite animal's a monkey. Yeah.
I see videos like this all the time, and people may scroll past them and think that it's funny, but no, these are real life, instances of
Real life experiences that most people have experienced or gone through. I've gone through some experiences too in my life. I could tell you about mine, but that's, I don't want to dive in too much in it, but I've had my fair share.
of what black kids go through in these predominantly white schools. Microaggressions, blatant racism. Racism is just going up. That I don't know whether it's because of Trump is in office or what's making these kids feel more comfortable, bro. I truly
Yeah, it's partially that reason. I feel like that's part of the reason. It's part of that reason.
do not know.
I think a lot of people think that we're joking when we have the bring back segregation conversation because they don't know how traumatic it is to exist around white people. It is, like, I don't talk about racism a lot, but it is genuinely traumatic.
I don't either. I don't talk about it a lot on this channel or anything. But it is good to have awareness and exposure of what goes on in the world.
Dealing with racism, dealing with microaggressions, going in the store, people think you stealing the shit, people watching you and giving you dirty looks. I lived in a white area and I moved to a black area. It's night and day. It's literally night and day. I remember literally at my job, the managers were black, everybody was black, and
That's how it was
I
for
didn't
me.
feel like nobody
So
was treating me no type of way. Like, and I'm just like really emotional about this right now because I'm just thinking about how Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo cannot even be angry that a white person is calling them a
right.
in the whole world is gaslighting them right now, telling them that they're not allowed to be angry. And
Which is so crazy. Like, oh, if they are angry, then it's gonna be like a maybe like push back and be used as like negative stereotypes and stuff. It's like, again, damn if you, damn if you don't. You know, it's like you just gotta roll with the punches. Like you just have to like suck it up. You know, pause. No, just just have to just deal with it. You have to internalize that. And sometimes you just don't want to internalize stuff. Sometimes you just want things to be known.
it's just exhausting as a
Literally.
black
That
person.
whole situation is so exhausting, yo. Somebody disrespect you, oh, he got a disability, get over it. Like, it's like, damn, bro, we can't even be a human. We can't even feel emotions. We can't, you know what I'm saying, bro? Because they don't look at us as humans, bro. They don't.
Look at this photograph. White men standing, arms raised, smiling. They look victorious, relieved, almost celebratory. Behind them, a packed courtroom, right here in Greenville, South Carolina, at that building. Men in suits, women leaning forward, faces lit with something between curiosity and satisfaction. This isn't a campaign rally. It's 1947, and these men are about to be acquitted of a lynching. In 1947, Willie Earl, a young black man, was accused of stabbing a white cab driver. There was no trial, no evidence presented, no cross-examination, no waiting. A group of white men, many of them taxi drivers, went to the jail, got Willie Earl out, drove him to the county line, and lynched him. And white men were charged. At the time, that was unprecedented in the South. It was a moment where many people saw that there was going to be change. The trial lasted for days. The jury deliberated for hours. And then, not guilty for every single defendant. This photo captures the aftermath of that verdict. The men were allowed to sit with their families during the entire trial. Even avid segregationists like Strom Thurmond, who was the governor at the time, were surprised by the verdict.
1946 wasn't that long ago, y'all. Their kids run this world right now.
My grandfather was, and grandmother, I believe. I think my great grandparents as well were living at this time. I know my paternal grandparents, I know, and I believe my maternal great grandparents were living at this time. Let me do the math of how old. Let's see. I think my grandfather is 92, I believe. So let's see. My grandfather, my dad's dad, was about. Let me do the math. Make sure. Was around 13 to 14 years old at this time. So he lived through this, you know. He's old enough to remember stuff like this. He told me stories of like what it was like back then, you know. What it was like back then, what it was like working on the farms. He was, you know, I believe his family were sharecroppers. If you know what sharecropping was. Yeah, my grandfather, a great man. My dad's dad, a great man. He's 92, 93 years old right now, but he lived through these times, and I remember before the dementia, Alzheimer's like hit him, he would tell me stories. I can say one story was that he wasn't allowed to look at white women. This is a funny story. Like he was telling me like how him and his brother, they would be in town and they would have to wear like their caps, like their caps like Antonio's wearing. And in order to like, to face people in town and they would see it like a white woman, they would have to put their cap down to like look. So he was telling me stories like that. He would also tell me, I'm trying to think what else. What other stories he told me? He told me a lot of stuff. It's like, I can't think of the top of my head. It's so long, but he told me a lot of stories, but he did live through these times.
You know what I'm saying? So the grandkids at least, right? So Shit, bro. Okay, this right here is crazy, y'all. A Mississippi man was found dead after telling his mother he was being chased by a group of white supremacists while yelling slurs. Mississippi police said there was no foul play. This was in 2023, but I just found out about this. But black man was found decapitated in Mississippi. This is what is going on, bro? The family of a black man whose dismembered body was found in Mississippi a month after he disappeared last year is now calling for a federal investigation. Rasheem Carter, 25, of Fayette, Mississippi, was last seen October 2nd, 2022 at a Super 8 motel in Laurel. According to his family, the day before Carter vanished, he sought help from police after telling his mother that 3 truckloads of white guys were trying to kill him. Police did not help him. He asked for help, but they did not help him, Tiffany said. On November 2nd, 2022, remains confirmed to be Carter's were found in a woody area of Taylor's, which is 25 miles away from where he was reported last seen. The statement said that authorities had no reason to believe foul play was involved. In an attempt to figure out what happened to her, Tiffany sought the help of civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who shared additional information this week about Carter's death after obtaining an independent autopsy. The autopsy findings, Crump said, suggest that Carter was murdered, calling it not a natural death. His head was severed from his body, Crump told reporters Monday per WLBT. His vertebrae, his spinal cord, was in another spot from... Bro, they discovered a way from his severed head. They have recently found remains that they believe are also Rasheem Carter at another port of where he went missing. This is crazy, man. Look, all my folks, my black folks, bro, stay on y'all P's and Q's. I'm gonna leave all of the videos in the description, man. And
That's very unfortunate that happened, Lee. Sorry for his family. You know, that's really unfortunate. And that was in 2023, a lynch in 2023? That's crazy. That's very crazy. Very crazy.
especially that middle schooler story. I'm gonna try to find out that young man's information, you know, see what was really happening in that school, bro. That's just heartbreaking, man. Like I said, that's the reason I started these channels, bro. To give black people a safe space and to tell y'all, to tell what's going on. Because in 2026, us bringing this up, like I said, people say I'm race obsessed. Oh, you make every, you know, you this, you that. I just can't sit back and be one of the good ones. I don't care to be patted on the head by white. Like, I don't know, bro. The shit never sat right with me, and I'm gonna use my platform now to speak out against it at any, you know what I'm saying, any level. But look, man, that's it for this video. If y'all want to,
That was Antonio Talks, The Real Black Fatigue. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about this topic. I know that I usually have variety of videos. I know I have a variety of videos covering anime, tokusatsu. I do some social commentary videos, and I think this was an interesting video to react to and bring awareness and conversation to. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and I'll see you in the next one.